Alright, so these are the Nyko Trigger Back Buttons for the Dualshock for the PlayStation 4. So essentially it adds these little buttons on the back because, you know, the standard DualShock only has the buttons on top and my son likes the extra triggers on the back. This one should be programmable. It has a LED on the back and it has thumb pads, and it should work with a headset as well. So in the box we have the instruction manual, English, France, and Spanish. So you can see the thumb grips. My son likes these things. These are the shorter ones, and boy, those are some big boys right there. So this is the device itself. You can see these are, there's buttons there, and then this also does something. There's the headphone jack, of course. On the bottom there's the headphone jack pass-through. So I guess it's just charged from the device itself. There's the little plug-in here. And then there's an LED program screen. So I guess maybe just get these two buttons, I don't know. And it clarifies no charging is needed. Alright, it says you can set up to 3 different profiles, which is nice. My son actually already uses this thing, which is quite the contraption. It plugs into this top piece here. And it still has to be wired here, and then it has these little triggers here, and then maybe these little buttons. I don't know. I don't use this thing, but it seems like a pain in the rear to use this one. Right, you have to have it plugged on here, and then it clips on there, and so now you have these little triggers here. I don't think these don't do anything. I don't know if these are buttons or just set it. I'll have to ask him. And the Nyko one, and this is like a no-name company, I think, too, so I don't know if I trust the quality of that versus I've used a lot of Nyko products and I do like them. I use their charging dock. So this basically just plugs in there. Oh, yes, I have this charging dock here already, so this is just to charge it in the dock. But you can take it off here. So there, it fits in right there, and then the buttons fit right on the correct spot. This controller hasn't been used in a while. So there you go, headphone jack can still fit there, of course. And then you have these little triggers here. And this also presses the what to turn on and set it up first. This one will still work with a headphone jack as well. And the buttons are back here as opposed to here on the Nyko. The Nyko feels more substantial. This one feels more cheaply made, like it could break. Although it hasn't broken. My son's very rough with controllers. I do like the look of the Nyko one better. You may not like that big block down there, but I kind of like it. Like for me, that's where perfect for my hands to go. Same thing with this little Nyko charging guy here. And, you know, of course, it's still capable of being wired if you want it to. I would prefer to use it wireless. This one has to be wired, which is annoying to me, this little back piece here. Alright, we'll move these over to the PlayStation and then we'll check them out there. Alright, so we've already set this up just to test it out on the PlayStation. I'm still here at my computer so we can show you how the input works. It will hold up with 3 profiles. So if you, there we go, so double tap. Now we're on profile 2. So if I want to hold down profile 2, that will let you program the buttons. And now you can see it's set to square. That's the up arrow, that's the right for the D-pad essentially. And that's how it kind of wants it set. As you can see, you can set it for any of them, you know, all the way through there to various settings. Triangle, circle, X, square, up, right, down, left. But he wants the opposite. That's how he normally sets them. So now they are set. If we look on the screen and we go to the control panel and view devices and printers, there's a wireless controller. You go to game controller settings and then properties, and you can see when I press This button, it makes it come up on that little circle there. You know, if I do the buttons, you see the numbers popping up there. And then if I hit the triggers, it's the different numbers, right? But now I change this to down, and I change this one to right one. It'll be the same thing. So now, if I press this button here, it shows down. If I press here, it shows down. This one here shows 6. R1 is 6 here, and this is also 6. So you can tell the input's working just fine. Now we'll switch over to the PlayStation. Here you are. It is connected, of course, wirelessly. And if you see, if we hit this button back here, it will make, you can see I'm hitting the back button, so it works wirelessly just fine. And we put one of these guys on. They're kind of hard. You got to kind of invert them, especially this fat one is really hard to put on. So basically you try to twist this inside out. So you can see how ridiculously tall it is. It's still not on there super great, but I guess it sort of is. There's the Nyko charging dock that I was referring to, and of course it won't fit into the dock with that in there. You know, it needs this little bumper guy to slot right in there. I do like this Nyko dock a lot. I made a video on it before. So what are your thoughts on it for this one? My son likes this one better. I like this one better, but he also holds it like a wild animal. He's like a monkey, and so he likes. So if you hold it like a normal person like this, these are perfect. But he holds it like a monkey and does like this little claw grip thing. So he has both fingers on here and here, and then he says it's not as comfortable. Although for my hands it still works just fine. He said it cramps his hand after a while, and this one doesn't because it hangs down so much lower. So this strike pack has to be wired. This one will allow you to be wireless, so that's a major. He doesn't care because, you know, he's right at it. He plays at a monitor, and the PS4's right back in there. So wired's fine for him. But me, I play on the TV, and I could not use this because I don't want it wired. Now, for the computer, it'd be fine, of course, for either one. But I still like the looks of this one better, and I like the way the buttons are here better. Thanks for checking this out. Please subscribe if you check out my stats. I'll put up here. You know, most of my viewers are not subscribers, so I do have a lot of controller videos. They do pretty well on my channel. We do have a lot of controllers. There'll be more videos on controllers and gaming coming up, so I want you to subscribe and check it out. Either way, though, thanks for watching.